सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. 17th chapter, Upadesa Sahasri, page 197, verse 20. Avidya prabhavam sarvam asat tasmadidam jagat tadvata drishyate yasmat sushuptena cha gृह्यते. Swapna Drishtanta is one of the most important example taken for analysis in Vedantic teaching, because the dream or swapna is our own anubhava. Every day or most often our anubhava is swapna anubhava, very close to us, very clear to us. That is why known to unknown is the method of teaching. One of the important method of teaching of any science is known to unknown. Taking the student to that subject matter by using the example which is popularly well known to that student, so that the teacher can draw the attention of the student. This is the curriculum follows. Any teacher, anywhere. This is not a new method. This is our classical, traditional, all acharyas they used to follow. Known to unknown, swapna is known to us. Dream is very familiar, known to us. Therefore, that example is simple if a teacher takes to explain this subtle teaching. The student can easily follow. Atma is that which pervades, inheres in and through Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti. Anusyutataya vartate sarvada. It is not vyavartakam, but it is anuvartakam. Inheres, anusyutataya vartate is it is inside the Swapna, Jagrat and Sushupti. It is not Vyavartakam. What is Vyavartakam? Inclusive, exclusive. Sakshi Chaitanyam or Atma, Arturiya Atma is inclusive in all the three avasthas, inclusive. Whereas this Each avastha is vyavartakam, exclusive. This is one of the most important support for a Vedantin, how Atma is eternally available, eternally there, all the time it is available. At no point of time Atma Anubhava we are missing, at no point of time. Aham aham iti, I am all the time. Jagrat swapna sushuptishu sphutatara ya samvit vijrumbhate. Dakshinamurti Stotra, just we chanted. That is the meaning of that sentence. I, the Atma, am all the time there in every avastha, but Jagrat excludes the sleeper, waker excludes the dreamer, dreamer excludes the sleeper and waker, sleeper excludes the dreamer and waker. The most important clue for us to claim that I, the Atma, am available in and through all the avasthas. Then, what is our next step? That which is Trikala Abadhyam, that which can never be negated, negatable at any time, that is Satyam, absolute truth. That which is unnegatable, unrefutable at any point of time is Sat. That is Brahman. That which is not available at 3 periods of time and it appears sometime and it disappears on inquiry. It appears but it disappears on inquiry is mithya. Seemingly there, it appears apparently, for experientially it is there, experientially it is there, but on inquiry it is not there. Therefore, they call it as self-enquiry. You can take this desk, big desk for you. They call it as self-enquiry. Self-enquiry. Why it is called enquiry? This Atma is available for those people who does enquiry, for not others. The people who does enquiry into that is available. For Ajnanis also it is available, but since they don't do that inquiry, therefore it is not available for them. Vedantic students, sadhakas or mumukshus does inquiry, pashyan, shrunvan, sprushan, jighran, all that time with more jignasa, they do inquiry. For them it is recognizable with Shruti, Yukti, Anubhava. What is Anubhava? Swapna Anubhava. Yatha swapnam tatha jagrat. What is the reason? Drishyatvat. Swapnam api drishyam, jagrat api drishyam. Agama payitvat. Swapnam also comes, swapnam also goes away. That is why it is mithya. Jagrat prapancha api agama payitvat. It appears and disappears. It is not permanent. It is permanent, Swamini. Even I go to sleep, I may lose that awareness of that prapancha, but it exists, they say. But pralaya time it goes away. Dissolution time it disappears. Therefore, Srishti Arambha they talk, creation they talk, Srishti Sthiti Laya they talk, Agama Payitvat, Mithyan. Atma is not Agama Payi. It is not having any arrival and departure. Turiya Atma doesn't have any arrival and departure. Body has got arrival and departure. Mind also has got arrival and departure. Our own mind, sometimes it works, sometimes it won't work. Made out of matter. So, these are all lakshanas of anatma. Atma lakshanam is abhautikatvam. It is not made out of any 5 elements. So, these are all the proofs for us to establish Atma is different from Anatma, Shariratrayam, Panchakosha. Atma is Sharira Avasthatraya Sakshi, Panchakosha Vilakshanaha, different from 5 koshas, different from 3 bodies. 3 bodies are only divided into 5 koshas. 1 Sukshma Shariram divided into 3 koshas. Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya. 3 koshas put together 1 Sukshma Shariram. That Sukshma Shariram is the cause to exhaust our punya, papa through this body-mind complex. So all these Sukshma Shariram, Sthula Shariram and causal body together, put together, Anatma, made out of Maya. All these you know. Now here Shankaracharya analyzing this Kama Kratu, that is Sankalpa, Kama Kratu. Yatha Kamo Bhavati, Tat Kratur Bhavati. As you desire, so is your Sankalpa. Sankalpa means you want to get it at by hook and dash dash dash, hook and crook. Somehow I want to get it. Somehow I want to get it is called kratu. Okay. எப்படி அப்பா பாரு அப்புறம் நான் பண்ணி காமிக்கிறேன். kratu. Yatha kratur bhavati tat karma kurute. And he toils himself or herself, struggle for money to get it. Day and night. Working, overtime also. And trying to get from where also resources from my ancestral property can come. இப்போ கொள்ளுத்தாத்தா ப்ராப்பர்ட்டி எங்கேயாவது ஒரு மாதிரி தேடின்னு இருப்பான். Somehow. And fighting for that property. For what? And I want to give to my grandson. Somehow or other, Kama, Kratu, Karma then phala. Abhisampadhyate. All these are because of what? Why person is running for money, struggling so much? Avidya. Avidya prabhavam, because it is born out of ignorance, self-ignorance, which is sarvam asat tasmat idam jagat. Since they are all born out of ignorance, therefore tasmat asat, they are all unreal. Because impermanent, everything is impermanent, body is impermanent, for which body sake you are struggling, everything, that is also impermanent, nothing is permanent in this world. Even though they are impermanent, we think they are permanent. Even the body is impermanent, we never remember that body is impermanent. Every one of us think I am permanently going to stay here in this body. As he is thinking, he is growing older and older. But none of us remember that. In spite of that old age coming, we can never remember. And we struggle to live by changing all our limbs. All duplicate vechindi eppadiyavathu. Somehow I want to manage to survive here on the earth in this body. Such an impermanent body. I want to retain it in spite of knowing that. So that is the abhimana. Dehabhimana or dehadhyasa is that ignorance. Avidya prabhavam sarvam tadvata drishyate. Avidyavata drishyate jagradavasthayam. Swapnavasthayam, they are not there. Of course, in Sushupti also, not at all there. In 3 avasthas, 2 avasthas out. The Jagrat Prapancha, this body, are you listening carefully? In 3 avasthas of our life, daily, in 2 avasthas, Swapnavastha and Sushupti avastha, this body is out. Correct? In 1 avastha, 7 hours you sleep, 8 hours you sleep, you do not know about this body. Then how many hours you remember this body? Many times I lost myself. While Jagrata also, we use what statement? I lost myself. Appo also you don't remember this body. When you remember, when pallu vali comes, I remember. Mutti vali comes, I remember. Hunger comes, I remember. And when I am thirsty, I remember. When headache comes, I remember. Like that, whenever the needs of the body sounds out, alarms, that time I remember. Even in Jagrata Avastha also I am not remembering all that time the body. So most of the time we are not remembering this body. He says, Tadvata drishyate, when you are attached, associated with the body, deha, abhimana is there, at that time only you remember. Just like when knees are actually functioning, none of us remember our knees. Not English, and the knees. N-I-C-E illa. K-N-E-E-S. Our knees. முழங்கால் தானே. இது இருக்குன்னு நமக்கு தெரியாது. அது எப்போ தகராறு பண்ணுமோ அப்போ தான் நம்ம கரெக்டாக ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். அம்மோ கால் முட்டி இருக்கேன்னு டெய்லி இருக்கே முட்டி இல்லாத டைம் கிடையாது. ஆனால் அந்த வலி வரும்போது தான் நமக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கும். அதே மாதிரி எல்லாமே தத்வதா சரீர அபிமானா, whenever it is there only you have. So Swapna time it is ruled out, Dehabhimana. Sushupti time also ruled out. Even I lost sight of, I have forgotten everything, that time also ruled out. Very much less time we remember. At that time, my God, this body, Abhimana is so powerful, Dehabhimana is so powerful, and a lot of ego, hurt, so many things taking place at that time itself. You go to sleep again and you lose yourself many times. Therefore, when you are having Sarira Abhimana, at that time all pains you remember. And the whole drama starts there itself. And many people become hysterical. No? Hysterical in the sense, all psychosomatic problems, ella psycho, ellame psycho. அது ஒரு சைக்கோன்னு சொல்லுவேன். ஒரு சைக்கோ அண்ணி, சைக்கோன்னு என்ன, எல்லோரும் சைக்கோ தான். அப்போ தான் ரேஷியோ டிஃபரன்ஸ். எவ்ரி அஜ்ஞானி இஸ் எ சைக்கோ அக்கார்டிங் டு வேதாந்தா. அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? Every ajnani is a sick person according to Vedanta. Because ajnani is having this misconception, erroneous perception. Ignorant person, self-ignorant person is having wrong abhimana, and because of that ignorance, because of misconception, he imagines, he takes up all his endeavors, all his accomplishments, what he want to achieve. Based on what? What is the foundation? Erroneous perception. Dehabhimana, mithya adhyasa. Based on that foundation, misconception about oneself, body, mind, complex, putra abhimana, putri abhimana, deha abhimana, mana abhimana, dhana abhimana, all abhimanas which is working. Each ajnani is working like that. Is it not a psyche? It is not psycho. It is mental. Shastra says, Shankaracharya tells in Viveka Chudamani, whole world is a mental hospital. Bhranti alayam, he says. But all ignorant people take it casually. They don't bother. So what? In a mental people, if you are mental, that's mental. A sober person, a sane person gets hurt. You are mental and abnormal people, mental people, they don't feel. You are mental and feel it. Sane person, healthy person, feel you are mental and mental. Kattu illaya. Adhe madri, and the example. Here the example. மென்டல் பர்சனுக்கு நீ மென்டல் అని சொன்னாலும் கூட அவனுக்கு ஒருமே பாதையே இருக்காது, அவனுக்கு கஷ்டமே இருக்காது. ஏன்னா அவன் மென்டல். அதனால அவனுக்கு மென்டல்னா கூட அவனுக்கு ஒரு துன்பமும் கிடையாது, நிம்மதியாக இருப்பான். ஏன்னா மென்டல் இல்லையா? இது திருஷ்டாந்த. அது மாதிரி ஆல் செல்ஃப் இக்னரண்ட் பீப்புள், Shankaracharya says, Vedanta says, they are all in Bhranti Alayam. All ignorant people are in Bhranti Alayam. You know other name of mental hospital? Other name of Bhranti, mental asylum. That is worldly mental asylum, Kilpak. Chennai, Kilpak. According to Vedanta, all ignorant people who are moving in the world, struggling, kama, kratu, karma, and phalam, who are running after, they are all in another Bhranti Alayam, another mental asylum. How can Shastra say that? Yes, you are having erroneous perception, misconception about yourself. You are missing. What do you mean by mistake? missing the truth and taking the wrong thing. Conception, misconception. Not a right conception. Missing the right concept and taking the wrong concept is called misconception or mistake, erroneous perception about myself. A person who do not know himself or herself and taking himself what he is not or she is not. I am not a body mind complex. Really speaking, I am not a wife, I am not a husband, I am not a father. Really speaking, they are all my unreal rules. But people are taking it as real and working for that and thinking they are real. Or they are not in mental asylum. Bhranti alayam. Shastra says all are in a Bhranti alayam. If they are in Bhranti alayam, in the mental asylum, if you go, lot of gadabada going on, people, a lot of disturbance there. No? Their behavior is not good. Correct? In mental asylum, if you go, one person is crying, one person shouting, one person laughing, one person doing, avangalla paathutte paavam nu sollu. Shastra nammal paathu Shastra, Jnanis, Bhagavan, all of them, looking at all Ajnanis, Pavam. They are all in Bhranti Alayam. Their doctors are there to treat that mental, abnormal patients. Here, gurus are there. Sit Shastra Aushadham to treat, to do the ignorance-odectomy. Bhranti Alayam. When a person is having misconception about, instead of taking himself as Atma, taking this Anatma body, mind complex as himself, is it not wrong? Because of that only, Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madamatsarya, and lot of misconceptions, lot of guilt, hurt, sorrow, tremendous sorrow. The result of that misconception. Bhayam, another thing. Fear, tremendous fear. Tremendous fear, insecurity is because of that misconception. Erroneous perception of oneself. That's why when erroneous perception, avidya udbhavam, ignorance is there, self-ignorance is there, person has to pay the price. Because of that fear, unwanted fear, unnecessary fear, unnecessary insecurity, unnecessary lot of misconceptions, wrong notions, keeps the person all the time either actively sorrowful or potentially sorrowful. Hidden sorrow or expressed sorrow. One time or other, a person undergoes. Sometimes it manifests, sometimes it won't manifest, that's all. But potentially it is there. As long as person is ignorant. That is why Shastra says, ignorant person is also a type of a roga. Bhava roga. Mental person won't accept that he is mental. Ignorant person doesn't accept he is having disease. Why? Why he don't accept? If he accept, he is a normal person. Mental person, if he accept he is a mental, I am mental. If he accept he is a mental person, no, he is a normal person. Since he never bothered, he never cared for that, that is why he is abnormal person. Even ignorant people are also like that. Even gurus are roaring, declaring Shastra, Oh, ignorant persons, Ajnanis, you are struggling, you are having sorrow, fear, so many problems, you are struggling. Because of that, you are all getting psychosomatic ailments and struggling. Fear of death, fear of old age, fear of so many things. All this because of your Ajnana, ignorance, avidya udbhavam. நான் இவ்வளோ பேசுகிற ஒரு வேர்டில் ஆச்சாரியா says avidya udbhavam. It is called diagnosis. This is called diagnosis. Diagnosing the problem. Without diagnosing the problem, you do any amount of rituals, any amount of puja, punaskaram, etc. You are giving the wrong treatment. Without diagnosing the disease, how can you treat a person? Vedanta is that which treat the person, diagnose the person's problem. That's why Bhagavad Gita is the best psychology book. Nowhere in the world, no book is available other than Bhagavad Gita. A person becomes sane psychologically when he studies Bhagavad Gita, understands Bhagavad Gita. It is a life manual to make a person a sane person. Every jnani is a sane person in the world. All ajnanis are insane. How? Because of this much comparison I have given. What you want more than this? I have dwelled upon this much time now. You have to dwell upon that. How? This ignorance, misconception, erroneous perception, because of that he is having fear, insecurity continuously. Shastra, gurus are addressing, come on, don't continue your life in like this. Understand, this avidya udbhavam asat jagat is mithya. Understand. If any person is sane in this world, is only a wise person, jnani, not erroneous perception person, ignorant person. Look into the line. Sarvam asat tasmat idam jagat tadvata drishyate. Tadvata drishyate. It is appearing because of adhyasa, sharirabhimana. Yasmat. Why? Because this is not there in sushupti. Sushupti nacha digrihyate. If it is real, Jagrata Avastha is real, these experiences are real, all are real 100%, they must exist in Sushupti. Sushupti, in deep sleep, na grihyate. You don't take, mother-in-law problem is not there in sleep. Knee problem is not there. Toothache is not there. Headache is not there in sleep. If they are real, they must be there also. Whatever is temporarily there, it is not real. Your mother-in-law problem is not there, boss problem is not there in deep sleep, therefore it is not real. This is Shastra's logic. Sushupte nacha grihyate. Your loss, financial loss, health loss, any loss, hair loss, house loss, health loss, any loss. Do you remember in deep sleep? If they are real, they must exist also. Where they have gone? That is why they are not real. Nacha grihyate, sushupte. When you are having waking state, abhimana kale eva drishyate yat sattve yat sattvam yadavave yadavavaha tat tasya karanam. Anvaya Vitireka. Jagrat sattve dehabhimana sattvam, dehabhimana sattve ragadvesha sattvam, ragadvesha sattve bhaya sattvam. All exist. Co-presence. Anvaya. Jagrata avasthayam, kashtam, dukkham, all are there. Hunger, thirst, everything. Of course, swapna also they are there. Another type of dukham. But in sushupti, aham sukham aswapsam, na nalla thungite, na kinchida vedisham, I do not know anything, I slept well, I enjoyed my sleep yesterday night, I am happy. நல்லா தூங்கிட்டேன். நல்லா தூங்கவே இல்லை, கஷ்டமாக இருந்தது. என்ன அது வேக்கிங் ஸ்டேட். ஸ்லீப்பில் கஷ்டமே தெரியாது, ஜாகிரத்தில் தான் கஷ்டம் இருக்கு. இப்போ அந்த கஷ்டம், துக்கம், ஓல்ட் ஏஜ், டெத், if they are real, they must exist in sleep also. That abhimana, the bhayam must exist in sleep. None of them are there. Who says? Shankaracharya says, nacha grihyate sushupte. That is தூங்கிறதுக்காக எவ்வளோ கஷ்டப்பட்டு பெட்டெல்லாம் அரேஞ்ச் பண்ணி எல்லாம் நீட்டாக தூங்கிறதுக்காக எவ்ரிபடி இஸ் ரெடி. என்ன வை கொஞ்சம் நிம்மதியாக இருக்கும். எல்லா ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் அட்லீஸ்ட் டெம்பரரிலி சஸ்பெண்டட். கரெக்ட். திஸ் இஸ் கால்ட் அன்வயம் வத்திரேக. जाग्रत सत्वे शरीराभिमान सत्वम, जाग्रत अभावे शरीर अभिमान अभावः, दुःख अभावः. अभावः means absence. Whatever pain, bodily pain, family pain, children pain, whatever caused by any objects, people, situations, experiences, all are நிம்மதியாக ஒரு 6 மணி நேரம். அதுக்கு தான் பேஷண்ட்ஸுக்கு உடனே என்ன டோஸ் கொடுப்பா தெரியுமோ? செடேஷன் கொடுத்துருவா. ஏன்னா அந்த பெயினுக்கு தாங்க முடியாது அந்த பேஷண்ட்டுக்கு. அதனால டாக்டர் வந்து சம் செடேஷன் தே கிவ், சம் ஸ்லீப்பிங் பில்ஸ் தே கிவ், ஸோ தட் பேஷண்ட் ஈஸிலி ரிகவர் ஃப்ரம் தட் பெயின். அது கொடுப்பான். நமக்கு பகவான் என்ன கொடுத்துருக்காரு தெரியுமோ? இவனுக்கு தூக்கம் இல்லைன்னா பைத்தியமே பிடிச்சிவிடும் இவனுக்கு. இந்த எரோனியஸ் பர்செப்ஷன்னால் ஜாகிரத அவஸ்தையில் இப்படியே வச்சுட்டான்னா இவன் தாங்க முடியாதுன்னு சொல்லி அவர் ஒரு செடேஷன் வச்சுட்டார் பர்மனெண்ட்டாகவே. என்ன தூக்கம். தட்ஸ் வை யூ வில் பிகம் எ ஃப்ரெஷ் அண்ட் கெட் அப் early morning again to face all these erroneous perceptions. Again you become energetic in that sleep. After sleep you look so fresh. I am so fresh today. And for what purpose? You have woken up from sleep, you became fresh for what? And to continue your erroneous perception, to face the world, to face the problems, and you are tired of again. You are tired because you are giving reality to that unreal objects. You are tired of. அப்போ முடியலப்பா, முடியவே இல்லை. அந்த பகவான் கொடுத்த செடேஷன் கூட ஒர்க் ஆகாது. புரியுறதா? பகவான் கொடுத்த செடேஷன் என்ன? தூக்கம். அதையும் வரமாட்டேங்கிறது. ஏன்னா இந்த எரோனியஸ் பர்செப்ஷன் மூலமாக வர கஷ்டங்கள் எல்லாமே அந்த தூக்கத்துக்கு கூட நான் கூடவே வரும். அப்போது பகவான் கொடுத்த செடேஷன் கூட ஒர்க் ஆகாது. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணால் எக்ஸ்ட்ரா டோஸு ஸ்லீப்பிங்கு பில்ஸு அது போட்டாலும் சில பேருக்கு தூக்கம் வராது. ஒன் லேடி இஸ் டெல்லிங், தூக்கமே இல்லை சுவாமினி, நைட்டு முடிச்சுட்டே இருக்கேன் நான், தூக்கமே இல்லை. Have you seen any person saying happily, தூக்கமே இல்லை சுவாமினி? It's a joke when I'm asking. This is fact. See here the secret. எனக்கு தூக்கமே இல்லை சுவாமினி, நல்லா இருக்கேன் நேத்தன். யாருன்னு சொல்லுவானே, என்ன நல்லா தூங்கிட்டேன் சுவாமினி, I am very happy. You see the expression. In sleep there is no Dehabhimana. As the Dehabhimana comes, Adhyasa begins. As Adhyasa begins, superimposition, erroneous perception, confusions galore. இப்போ சுவாமினி கேம்ப் வச்சுன்னு வர போயிடலாம் ஓடி 10 நாள் வச்சுங்க சுவாமினி கேம்ப்பு. 1 மாதம் வச்சுனா சரி நாங்கள் இருப்போம். ஏன்னா அங்கே தாங்க முடியல, ஒரு ஹீட்டு ஹீட்டு தாங்க முடியல. இந்த பீப்புளில் குக்கிங்கு, வெஜிடபிள்ஸு இதெல்லாம் வாங்கணும், குக் பண்ணணும், எல்லாமே. இங்கே என்ன போண்டா எவ்ரிடே, everyday sweet. Because somebody is giving bhiksha and every day எங்கேருந்தோ யாரோ கொடுத்துக்கிறா, இந்த பர்த்டே ஏதோ பண்ணி சாப்பிட்டுன்னு இருக்கோம் நிம்மதியா అని சொல்லி என்னமோ பாருங்க. நச்ச கிருஹியதே சுஷுப்தே போண்டா அத்தியாசம் மட்டுமே இல்லை, போண்டா ஆல்சோ யூ டோன்ட் ரிமெம்பர். எனக்கே சிரிப்பு வருது. சரி, வில் கோ டு நெக்ஸ்ட் வெர்ஸ் 21st. சரி, நல்லா இருக்கு சுவாமினி, இதெல்லாம் மென்டல் அசைனை பற்றி நல்லா பேசினேன். இது ஒரு பிராந்தி ஆலைன்னு சொல்லிட்டேன். இப்போ என்னதான் பண்ணுறது? லுக் இன் டு தட் 21st. ஓகே, நல்லா சிரிக்கிறது உடம்புக்கு நல்லது. வித்யா வித்யே ஸ்ருதி ப்ரோக்தே ஏகத்வான்யதியோ ஹினஹ தஸ்மா சர்வம் பிரயத்னேன சாஸ்திரே வித்யா விதீயதே. நல்லா சிரிச்சிட்டோம், வயிற்று ஃபுல்லாக. ஓகே, இப்போது exactly what we have to do? Diagnosed erroneous perception is there, ஒத்திட்டோம். Misconception is there, ஒத்திக்கிட்டோம். எல்லாமே we have accepted. Tell me how to come out of it. How to come out of it? Mental person never go by himself or herself to hospital. நான் மென்டல் பர்சன் எனக்கு ட்ரீட் பண்ணுவங்கன்னு போக மாட்டான். பட் திஸ் பர்சன் அக்ஞானி, there is a difference. Here Ajnani doesn't know, he is having Ajnanam, Atma Ajnanam, erroneous perception, misconception, he doesn't know. But he knows the pain. There is some pain inside, some voidness, some limitation, some fear. I cannot withstand this fear. I cannot withstand the limitation. I cannot withstand my voidness, emptiness, something I want to. ஏதோ ஒரு குறை இருக்க சுவாமி லைஃப்பில், ஏதோ சொல்ல முடியாது. அந்த மாதிரி he is starting searching for a solace, a solution, a place or a person who can uplift me from this sorrow, from this fear of death, fear of old age, fear of insecurity. All this someone should uplift me. Searching for, he is searching himself or herself. Here other person need not come and take. அங்கே அப்பா அம்மா கூட்டிகிட்டு போவான். இங்கே அப்பா அம்மா கூட்டிகிட்டு போக வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. இவனே ஓடிட்டு வருவான். ஏதோ ஒரு ஆசை, எங்கேயோ பார்த்தா காஷாயம், யாராவது இருக்கிற சாமியார், ஓடி வருவான், ஆசிரமத்துக்கு போவான். He diagnosed some pain inside, but that pain is because of what? Why? He doesn't know. Then he comes to a guru, satsanga. That guru Vaidya diagnose. It is common cases, in the world. அங்கே மென்டல் ப்ராப்ளம் எல்லாம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் லெவல்ஸ், டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ். இங்கே அப்படி இருக்காது, ஒரே அஜ்ஞானம், எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரே அஜ்ஞானம் அன்னது சேம், நோ டிஃப்ரென்ஸ். தட்ஸ் வை ஹியர் Guru Vaidya with Shastra medicine need not check everyone. பல்ஸு, ஸ்டெத்துகோஸ்கோப்பு, பல்ஸ் ரேட்டு, ஹார்ட் பீட்டு செக் பண்ண தேவையில்லை. அந்த அஜ்ஞானம் இஸ் சேம். ஆத்ம அஜ்ஞானம் இஸ் சேம். Therefore, the medicine is same for everyone. Mahavakya, Upanishadic teaching, Vidya. That is avidya, ignorance. To remove that, Vidya is the medicine. Knowledge is the medicine. Vidya avidye. Knowledge and ignorance both. Shruti prokte. Shruti is telling this. Shruti has diagnosed this. Ekatvad. Ekatvam anyadhyauhi naha. Naha, to us. Shruti prokte. When the Shruti is talking to us, Vidya ekatva. Knowledge, self-knowledge teaches us. Brahma satyam, Jagan mithya. Brahmanda satyam. Brahman alone is there. That Brahman happens to be yourself. All these are problems are all unreal. Irukra urnuda atma substratum satyam. That alone is real. That was real, that is real, that ever will be real. All this body, mind complex, they are all interactions, world with the world, interaction, every vyavahara is as though not real. This avidya, for that word is used here, anyadhyauhi. Anyadhyau means bheda bhava. He is different, she is different, it is different, that is different. Yes, they are different. From what standpoint? They are different. From Vyavaharika standpoint. From Paramarthika standpoint, they are all unreal. They are real from Vyavaharika standpoint, different. Anyadhyau, Bhedadhyau, and Bheda Buddhi. Vidya ekatvat. Self-knowledge that talks about only one thing, that is ekam, Brahma. Advidiyam Brahma. Adida satyam, adeda satyam. Vere satyamana porul ulagathilo ille. Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. If second thing is there, real thing, you have to afraid of. If there is no second thing at all to frighten you, to threaten you, where is the question of insecurity? Where is the question of comparison? Where is the question of fear? When there is no second thing. Ekatvat. Naneda unmayana porul ulagathila atma chaitanyam. இந்த உடம்பு எல்லாமே கனவுல ஒரு சரீரம் மாதிரி தான். கனவுல எப்படி இருக்கும்? அதே மாதிரி தான் இது. அதுதான் ஞானி wakes up from ignorance. That second waking. Just as you wake up from the sleep, the dream goes away. When you wake up from that slumber, ignorance slumber, ajnana nidra, when you wake up, samsara goes away. Vyavaharika prapancha satyatva buddhi goes away. The moment satyatva buddhi goes away, you do interaction with the world as it is, but you don't give reality to that. Nothing can disturb you. Nothing can afflict you. Why? Because you have raised yourself to the Paramarthika Satyam. I am Paramarthika Satyam. Body is Vyavaharikam. Whole thing is Vyavahara. This cannot touch me. I am Asangaha. You cannot avoid the affliction at Vyavaharika, body mind complex level. At Atma level, there is no affliction at all. That's why from Vedanta angle, there is no problem at all. From psychology angle, from psychiatric angle, there is no solution. For Anatma world, really speaking, there is no solution. They are giving the solution, that solution, nothing is real actually. They don't work permanently. Because Anatma level, there is no permanent cure at all. Because Anatma apadida, it has got its own limitations. Don't work to adjust the Anatma. Go beyond Anatma, Gunatito Bhava Arjuna. Don't try to adjust Anatma. It is impossible. That's why Jnani is wise person, never try to adjust others. He accepts every one who is in Bhranti Alayam. Jnani accept Vyavaharika disparities. They are bound to be there. Jnani happily accept. That is called acceptance, self-acceptance. Seeing a person as it is. Who can see? Only Jnani can see. Looking at the person as it is, in Vyavahara, Vyavaharika Satyam, that is like that only. Jnani knows that. That is why Jnani is the sane person, I said. Vidya means knowledge. Avidye, Dvanda Samasa. Vidyacha, Avidyacha, Vidya, Vidye. Knowledge and ignorance, what Shruti says, Prokte, Ekatvat, Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya. There is no second thing. What Avidya, ignorance, talking about Anyadhiyau, Bheda Buddhi, plurality, duality. Tasmat, therefore, Sarva Prayatnena, with all efforts, Sarva Prayatnena, Shastre Vidya Vidhiyate. In the scriptures, knowledge, self-knowledge is prescribed for self-ignorant people. Because of which self-ignorance, people are struggling. Shastre, in Vedantic teaching, Vidya, self-knowledge, Vidhiyate, prescribed. Prescription, this is also a prescription. Ange doctor, mental person ki prescription pannuvar. Inge enna Shastra prescription, self-knowledge is the Aushadham, Jnana Aushadham. There is no any Aushadham. Atma Jnana Aushadham is the only solution. Let us go to the next verse. Now he gives, to get this Aushadham, doctor eppadi prepare பண்ணுவார் patient ni medicines கொடுக்கிறதுக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு செக்கப் பண்ணணும். இவனுக்கு இந்த ட்ரீட்மெண்ட் பண்ணணுமா வேண்டாமா, என்ன டேப்லெட் என்ன டோஸ் கொடுக்கணும்னு அவனுக்கு ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும் இல்லையா? அது மாதிரி டு கிவ் தட் நாலேஜ், திஸ் பர்சன் ஹேஸ் டு பி ப்ரிப்பேர்ட். With what? How to prepare? Now he gives in these shlokas preparation of this, preparing this person for self-knowledge. How to prepare oneself? If you neglect here, you can never be prepared for self-knowledge. If you neglect this. So very important, 22. Chityehya darshavats. Okay. Chityehya darshavat yasmat Shuddhe vidya prakashate Yamair nityaischa yajnaischa Tapobhistasya shodhanam. These 22, 23, 24, 3 shlokas are preparations. Before doing any operation, the doctor prepares the person. Okay, anesthetist will come and see the pulse. and other persons also come and do what are all required to make him fit for operation. அது மாதிரி ஞானத்துக்காக சாஸ்திர நம்ம என்ன ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணணும்னா ஃபாலோ யமா, ஃபாலோ நியமாஸ், follow yajna and follow tapas. Look into the second line. Yamaihi nityaischa. Yama, satya, ahimsa, brahmacharyam, aparigraham. All those yamas. Ahimsa, satyam, asteyam, brahmacharyam, aparigraham. Yamaihi. By following those don'ts. You know all of them, I need not explain. Nityaischa niyamaihi. Nitya means niyama. By following niyama, saucha, santosha, tapas, swadhyaya, ishvara pranidhanam, 10 commandments of Hinduism. Of course, in Bhagavad Gita, you know, Lord Krishna talks about all Daivi Sampat and Guna. There are so many values. Bhagavan Krishna talks in 13th chapter, 17th chapter. All those niyamas, you can 26, 23 one list, 26 one list, 21 list. 3-4 இடத்துல கிருஷ்ணர் அப்படியே pouring and pouring all qualifications. Yama niyamas. Then yajna, some rituals. What are all prescribed? Panchamaha yajnas. Some disciplines, every day practicing Ashtanga Yoga, Abhyasa, Pranayama, Japa, Puja, Dhyanam, so many other, whatever we can follow, disciplines, all of them. Tapas gives some pain to the body. Don't pamper the body too much. Let it undergo some strain. That's why I asked yesterday, Shramadan. Do some Shramadan in the temple. Helping and cleaning something, putting the mat, closing the mat, some shramadana, tapas. That also bodily sharirika tapas, vachika tapas, manasa tapas. Care of 17th chapter Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, Lord Krishna said all those tapas, vachika, kaika, manasa tapas one has to follow. Kaika yajna, vachika yajna, manasa yajna, all Shraddha also 3 types: sattva, rajas, tamas. Satvika yajna is that which is useful for spiritual upliftment. Rajasika yajna, rajasika tapas is harmful to others, to me. And tamasika yajna is also most harmful. Therefore, be always sattvic. Your shraddha, your tapasu, your puja, your yajna, ellame sattvic, sattvic, sattvic. Uplift yourself from tamasic to rajasic to sattvic. Then you can qualify yourself. Stotra Parayanam, for what purpose? Purification. See the first line. Vidya prakashate. The teacher's teaching works out, it enlightens you. Prakashate, it works. Even teacher teaches 10 years, 20 years also, it won't work if your mind is not shuddham. Just like mirror. Yatha chitte adarshavat. Your mind is like a crystal, clean mirror. If it is shuddham, without raga, dvesha, likes and dislikes, lot of possessiveness, lot of likings, conditional mind, all these are impurities of the mind. If you are free from all of them, like a mirror, clean mirror மாதிரி இருக்கணும் மனசு. தொடச்சின கண்ணாடி எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படி இருக்கு நம்ம மனசு. அது ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். எப்படி இருக்கும் தொடச்சின கண்ணாடி? குரு அவர்கிட்ட போய் நமஸ்காரம் பண்ணி, பூஜை பண்ணி, பஜனை பண்ணி, ஸ்தோத்திரம் பண்ணி, அது பண்ணி, இது பண்ணி, குரு சேவா பண்ணி, சமாஜ சேவா பண்ணி, எப்படியாவது இந்த பகவானுடைய இயற்கை கூட நம்ம ஏதோ விதமாக சேவை பண்ணி 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 சுத்தமாக்கணும். சித்தமல நிவృత్త్యర్థம் கர்மயோகா I said. இதுதான் சித்தமலம். Our mind, when it is pure, the Guru's words will work, reflects. When mind mirror is clear, your reflection, your face is very clear. Similarly, your mind is so pure, alignment. Manasekam vachasekam karmanyekam mahatmanah. Manasi anyat vachasi anyat karmani anyat duratmanah. Are you ready? Is your mind is pure? Check yourself. If it is pure, Shuddhe Vidya Prakashyate. If mind is pure, through yajna, yama, niyamas and tapas, then your learning will work. If person is not prepared, the treatment won't work. Correct? He has to pathyam and aushadam rendu venu. Aushadam is the sakshat sadhanam. நான் பத்தியம் ஃபாலோ பண்ண மாட்டேன். அந்த டாக்டர் எது சாப்பிட சொன்னார், இது சாப்பிட சொன்னார், எல்லாம் சாப்பிட சொன்னாருன்னு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். அவர் நல்ல டாக்டர். எப்படி? பத்தியம் இல்லாமலே ஔஷதம் won't work. அதே மாதிரி தான் சாஸ்திரம், டீச்சிங் இஸ் ஔஷதம், டிசிப்ளின்ஸ் ஆர் பத்தியம். வித்தவுட் பத்தியம், தெரியும் இல்லையா பத்தியம் என்ன? வித்தவுட் பத்தியம் இது. அதனால போண்டா கொடுக்குறான்னு చెప్పి 2-3 சாப்பிடக்கூடாது. ஸ்வீட் படா படா பிக் ஸ்வீட் எல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணோம், அதை கட் பண்ணி அதில் 1/4 சாப்பிடணும். சுகர் இருந்தால் சுகர் இருக்க ஒரு டேப்லெட் பக்கத்தில் வச்சுன்னு ஃபுல்லாக ஸ்வீட் சாப்பிட்டு டேப்லெட் போட்டுக்கிறேன். ஏன் அவ்வளோ சாப்பிட்ணுன்னு எதுக்கு? கண்ட்ரோல் இல்லை, தப்பஸ் இல்லை. அப்புறம் ஸ்டமக் அப்செட்டு, வாமிட்டிங்ஸு எல்லாம் தேவையா? அதனால் even though they serve everything, you need not eat. போடுறேன்னு சொல்லி நம்ம சாப்பிடணுமா என்ன? தப்பஸப்பா, கொஞ்சம் வாங்கி கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணு. பகவான் டெஸ்ட் பண்ணுறார், நீ கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ண முடியுமா முடியாதான்னு. டெய்லி ஒரு வடை அண்ட் அப்பாளம் அண்ட் ஸ்வீட்டு எல்லாம் கொடுத்தா இவன் எவ்வளோ கண்ட்ரோல் பண்ணுற பார்க்கலான்னு. உட்கார்ந்துட்டு எழுந்திக்கவே மாட்டான். சும்மா சொல்கிறேன், டோன்ட் மிஸ்டேக் மீ. ஓகே, கேர்ஃபுல். ஓகே, தபோபிஹி தஸ்ய சோதனம், தஸ்ய சித்தஸ்ய சோதனம். You can purify your mind through those sadhanas. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.